Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross and today I review Lilo and Stitch. So, this is a remake of the 2002 animated film and is directed by Dean Fisher Camp. Oh, and it's written by Chris Callowell Bright or something and Mike Van Wees. And it stars Sydney Elizabeth Andong, Bill Magusson, Hannah Waddingham, Chris Sanders, Connie D. Vench, Zach Galifianakis, and Mia Kello or something. So this follows Stitch, so Experiment 626, who is created by Jumba and is seen as dangerous, so is exiled to Earth, only to collect the creature because it's alive on Earth, and Jumba and Pleakley then go out to get this creature and have a little amount of time before the Federation intervenes. But of course, we then see Lilo in Hawaii, who is being protected and under guardianship by her sister, and of course, their neighbour adopts a dog for her, which is Stitch, but he's not a dog, he's a little alien creature. And the friendship forms there. Then Jumba wants to take him back, wants to experiment more on him and stuff. And yeah, in the end, Stitch remains exiled forever on Earth, and Pleakley decides to stay and keep supervision and that. And the CIA guy, who was the social worker in the original, decides, on behalf of the CIA, he'll keep it all quiet and stuff. And yeah, they have a happy ending montage. They rebuild their home that got destroyed previously. So yeah, that's the story. What did I like about this? Well, this is pretty much more or less the same movie from 2002. I watched it and I was like, is it just me or does it look exactly the same? And it did, but they did make a couple of changes. First of all, no Captain Gantu. Am I saying that name right? That big black alien from the original movie, who was that bounty hunter that was sent to catch Stitch or whatever. He wasn't in this film at all. He got completely written out, so he wasn't in this. But Jumba and Pleakley still come down on Earth and that to find him. And Zach Galifianakis plays, Jumba and what's his name? Let's see. And Bill Mangasen plays Pleakley, and they even at one point, well, not at one point, they take on human forms to disguise themselves to blend in, and they deliver some funny comic relief here and there. However, I didn't like how Jumba kind of came a bit antagonistic with Stitch, wanted to get Stitch and experiment more on him to Experiment 627 and what have you, but yeah, in the end he gets beamed back on board the ship. Still not evil. He's not evil in this. He's a mad scientist and that, but he's not messed up and evil. I don't think he's like that. He's still physically funny, but doesn't end up staying on Earth with the family. But like I said, other than that, it's more or less the same film with live action stuff done there. Another 40 minutes added to it from the original, and yeah, I like the casting, I like the characters. The social worker character they changed up a bit, where it wasn't that man in the black suit who was looking like a man in black, even though he did appear, over this time he was a CIA operative and went undercover as a social worker at one point. But yeah, like I say, it's more or less like the 2002 film. Oh, and the guy, Chris Sanders, reprises his role as Stitch, because in the original he voiced Stitch, and in this he voiced Stitch. So, this is like when they brought James Earl Jones back from Mufasa in The Lion King, and the guy who did the voices for Abu in Aladdin. Was that him as well? Yeah, but Yeah, I can tell you this was a lot better than Snow White, than the live action Snow White we got. But other than that, I knew where this film was going. It was, like I say, more or less the same with a few alterations and a couple of changes made here and there. But I like the Hawaii setting and stuff and the CGI. But when it comes to it, which do I prefer? I would say maybe the original, probably because I grew up watching that one because it came out when I was a kid. But this one, it's a decent, okay update, but nothing to really brag about, I guess. But yeah, if I were to watch this again, I would probably wait till it's on Disney Plus now because I just would. Anyway, ratings. What am I going to rate this one? It was watchable. You know, I wasn't bored when watching it. Had some good. Still had the Elvis tunes playing in it. I'll give it a. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, I guess. So, yeah, there you go. There is my review for the Lilo and Stitch 2025 remake. So, have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. I have been Random Ross and this has been a random review. So, until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye.